Hello everybody and welcome to Civ House. I'm Rob, and today we're going to be talking about the big update that is coming here at the beginning of November, update 1.3.0. They're calling this the Naval update, and I would have to agree. I mean, it's literally all focused on naval combat. I wanted to put out the Punic port here for you guys to have a nice little visual as we go through what is expected in this update. But before we get any deeper, make sure that you guys like and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the great civilization content we have coming out here at Civ House. Along with that, let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. Are these, good enough changes for you? Is it just the beginning? Where are you at with this naval update? I also want to announce, I already did a video on this. You guys are going to have 3 of them coming out today. We discussed that we have been invited to the feature workshop here for Civilization with Firaxis to work with them, on Civilization. And so for the first time, I'm actually reading these notes ahead of time. This is going to be something new that we're going to work on. I'm going to have to figure out a way on how to get this into the video. I do apologize with everything coming up with the wedding. My cousin had a baby shower over the weekend. It was just, there's a lot going on, to say the least. I have not had the time necessarily yet to figure out exactly how we want to map this out when we're doing these update notes, especially, again, as we are getting them early. But once I do have that, you guys will see it. For now, though, I'm giving you this beautiful picture, my face in a corner, and we're going to just go through what is coming up here in update 1.3.0. So, hang with me. Let's get into this. The Naval update is going to be coming out on November 4th. Again, this is update 1.3.0. The notes say specifically here, it is naval themed, including a new unit, building, combat updates, ocean resources, and updates to ocean terrain. Something I think that we've all been wanting. I've been wanting it in, Civilization for a long time. I felt like naval combat has been, well, just naval in general has felt meh to me. It's definitely not been my preferred method of playing the game. I know plenty who do. My sister, actually somebody who really enjoys naval combat. So she will certainly be somebody who is going to hopefully enjoy this update. But yeah, I mean, here's what they've got right now. Strategic balance efforts is the first, bullet point here. They're going to continue with sweeping changes to individual civs, so that's going to be a part of this. I'll be looking forward to seeing exactly what they're going to change. Then we have the new building and the new units. So the new building is the Harbor, a new water-based warehouse, which is awesome. A water-based warehouse makes just too much sense. Building all available to all civs, providing production yield and acting as a new spawn point for naval units. Now, strategically, especially militarily, being able to have your naval units spawn somewhere else and kind of where you want to place this harbor is going to be huge. And I really hope that they will, I don't know, maybe allow us to pick if we need to, right? But either way, I mean, this is going to be really good because, you may not necessarily be able to do it just for strategic means. You might just have to do it for yields and everything like that. But either way, I genuinely had forgotten we didn't have a harbor in the game. Like, my brain, at least in this regard, my brain just didn't go there. Because, again, I don't really do naval combat all that much. Although this, may help. Privateer is going to be the new unit, something we've definitely had in the past. A new light naval unit unlocking in the exploration age on the heraldry civic, positioned between the cog and the carrack, in strength with high speed and utility for raiding trade routes and attacking military units regardless of diplomatic status. Now, for us econ players, right, for that sweet economic victory legacy path, this is going to be a problem, and I think it's going to be really cool, and it's going to tie in, I think, perfectly, putting out a video on this as well, with the new collection that's coming out, with pirates getting involved into the game in a much bigger role than you might expect. You guys can go check that out once you're done with this video, of course, but this privateer is going to be awesome. It's going to be able to, I think, be probably very maneuverable. It's probably going to be able to get a lot of things done in terms of, potentially being able to stop that economic legacy path, right? It's going to hopefully be able to really and truly disrupt trade routes in the way that they say. It's going to allow for, I think, some very strategic counterplay, to say the least. And I'm very excited about this and the new addition with the harbor. And again, this fits in perfectly with the new collection, which they are calling Tides of Power. So definitely going to fit in with that. I think that this works really well as kind of a roundabout way to finish out 2025. Along with this, we are getting new resources and terrain types. The 3 new water resources, something that had been leaked. Connor and I had not had a chance to talk about it yet, but this was kind of leaked, or at least hinted at. I believe it was in the data mine files. But crabs, turtles, and cowrie will be added to the game. What they're going to do, we don't know exactly yet. And then new land-based strategic resource called pitch, appearing in the exploration age. Now, pitch has been used for a lot of different things. It's kind of like a, if I remember correctly, it's like a brownish black tarry substance. And I think it's mostly used to like help make boats and seal them, I think. Don't kill me if I'm wrong on that one, but I believe so. This is the first time I'm actually reading through these. As always, I like to read through them with you guys as I get them. Also, an updated resource spawning rules. They have updated, resource spawning rules to guarantee a minimum number of coastal resources, something that I think has been very lacking. I'm happy about that. Atolls as well are a new movement, stopping terrain in the deep ocean, creating strategic choke points, which is huge. That will allow for naval warfare, I think, to not feel so open at times. The Lotus, as well as a new terrain spawn in lakes, providing bonus to food and gold. So a lot of new resources, a lot more information than I would have expected, to be honest with you. And I'm interested with the crabs, the turtles, and the cowrie as well. We do not have more information on that yet. They buffed yields for reefs and other terrain, and ocean tiles are now workable in the modern age. Hawaii, specifically, can work them in the exploration age. So it's giving Hawaii actually a pretty nice buff there, to say the least. So it's going to really allow for you to kind of build that island empire that you may have wanted. Naval combat updates. Big one here for your boy. As a, again, military guy. Naval warfare is more impactful with clearly defined strengths for seafaring units. The naval units are broken into 2 types. Either light units, which are melee, increased movement, vision, and flanking attack ability, and heavy units, which are new ranged units, slower with vision, but strong ranged attacks. I guess there's going to be a unique thing coming out from the devs focusing on naval combat on October 29th. So a couple days after the announcement of all of this stuff. We will be looking forward to that. Obviously, Connor or I will be making a video on that. But look, I mean, this update is fantastic. There's a lot of really good things here. In my opinion, I think, getting a focus in an area that maybe a lot of us weren't expecting, especially to end the year on strong, I think is a really good idea. I'm curious about how these new resources are going to work. I'm really curious to see how atolls are going to do in this game, and I really want to try out the new naval combat because, again, I'm not normally a naval combat person. I generally do not play civs or leaders now in this game as well that have naval type bonuses. I've always been a landman myself, but this does make things a lot more interesting to me personally, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing how all of this is going to play out. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section below. Again, does it do enough for you? Do you have changes that you would like to see, with the naval warfare as well? I feel like this is a good change, but until I can actually play it in the game, I will have to see. But I am excited for how it is going to really cross over and work very well with the new collection as well. So, yeah, that is going to do it here for us at Civ House. So, from our house to yours, thanks for watching, and we hope you'll join us for one more turn.